Hey everybody, Craig Tomanini, Ask Craig T, the founder of the Ask Craig T podcast and our new series, a business highlight podcast. I'm here with a very special guest today, Brandon Kirk from Planet Duct, and we're going to highlight his business today. So Brandon, if you would, please introduce yourself to the audience.
Hey everybody, I'm Brandon James Kirk. I'm the owner of Planet Duct Air Duct Cleaning, and we do residential and commercial air duct and dryer vent cleaning in Southern Colorado.
Awesome. So the purpose of this podcast is really to kind of share about your business. And so what was that aha moment when you were like, I'm going to start a business, and kind of what led you up to that?
Well, I've owned several businesses, but starting this one, I was in the carpet cleaning and restoration business for 10 years, and I had that company from 2011 to 2021. I started Planet Duct Air Duct Cleaning in 2019. In fact, March 31st, 2019 was our first day. And so I was running two businesses simultaneously for about 2 years until Planet Duct caught up to the revenue I was making from HydroClean carpet cleaning and restoration. And then I sold off the carpet cleaning company. But I really wanted to get into air duct cleaning for quite a while. I just knew that the way other people were doing it wasn't right. You don't use a carpet cleaning truck to clean air ducts. It's not made for ventilation systems. It's made for textiles. So we got involved in that, and I was able to scale in just 2 years to match the same revenue it took me 9 years to make in carpet cleaning.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And I remember when we met, actually, you had one truck, I
Mhm.
think. And so how many trucks do you have now?
Oh, wow. I've got 5 full-size air duct trucks,
Wow.
plus a van that we send out, and that one is dedicated primarily to just dryer vents.
Okay. How much does a truck like that cost? Just curious.
About $106,000 right now.
Wow. Amazing. Congrats on that success.
you.
That's amazing. So businesses, when they start off, they often face significant challenges, obstacles, things they have to deal with. What were some of the biggest obstacles you had to deal with when you were kind of starting out?
Ooh, big obstacles. One is obviously when you start hiring people, learning the whole HR process and payroll, and it's quite a learning curve. Before that, you're just writing a check for yourself. Okay, here's my check. Now it's like, oh, and I got to worry about
Right.
taxes and workman's comp and all the stuff that goes along with that. And then as you train people, and sometimes this takes a while. You train them, you send them out in the field, and you pray, oh, I hope you do the job I've trained you to do. And you send them out there. And the hardest part is letting go and not micromanaging people,
Right.
trusting that my guys are good. I've trained them well. They're going to do the job. And I just need to let them go out there and do the job without me looking over their shoulder every 2 seconds, because that really comes from a place of fear. And I don't want to have a fear-based business. I want to be empowering other people to do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's really key. I have a book coming out called "To Lead Is to Let." It's that philosophy exactly, where you educate and equip your staff to do the job you hired them to do, and then you get out of the way and let them do the job.
Yep.
It's really huge. So your business has been obviously very successful, but there's always, along the way, you have to make decisions in order to kind of achieve that success. Share some of those decisions and what was like a pivotal moment in the business for you where you were like, I'm here, but then like, I know I'm going to get here now.
Yeah, I think one of the pivotal game changers for us was recognizing that we had to really focus on culture to grow our business. And one of my favorite sayings is, whatever you allow determines your culture. So if you allow certain things in your business, you are actually saying, this is okay in my business. And that will determine your culture and where your company is going to go and the attitudes within your company. So we've had to keep a tight rein on that and say, okay, this is acceptable in our company. This is not acceptable. And that has changed the trajectory of our business. We're not allowing laziness. We're not allowing people to not be accountable.
Right.
So that's really the big game changer is culture.
And culture is a big focus in our company too. We when I started, I didn't want to create another job for myself coming out of corporate America, and I especially didn't want my team to feel like they had to punch a clock, that they had to sit at a desk for a certain amount of time, that they had to work certain days of the week. I never understood or liked the idea of, you got to work Monday through Friday and you only get Saturday and Sunday off, or you have to work 8 to 5 or 9 to 6 or whatever the hours are, so that you could get paid. I always liked the idea of, well, if I do the job, I should get paid. And so that's part of our culture at Ask IT, is that people come in, they know the job they're supposed to do, and they get it done. When they get it done is up to them. How they get it done is up to them. Where they're working when they get it done is up to them. And I find that the biggest problem I have, because of the culture being that way, is getting people to stop working. I've actually had to do mandatory days off. I've had to tell people, if I see you so much as post on social media, you're in trouble. Like, take a day off. You need to take a day off. So the culture piece is so important. So looking at where you're at now, and you're in the, would you say the ventilation cleaning? Tell me the industry.
Ventilation systems cleaning.
Ventilation systems cleaning industry.
Yep.
How do you innovate in that industry? How do you use new technologies, and how do you stay kind of cutting edge, in terms of what you know and what you do?
Okay. Well, as far as the, our industry, I stay very involved in it. I'm on multiple committees with the National Air Cleaners Association, also the IICRC, Institute for Inspection, Cleaning, and Restoration Certification. So I stay on top. I stay on top of changes in the industry, and I help actually guide where the learning goes. Right now, I'm on a committee for the National Air Cleaners Association. I'm on the education committee, and also on the committee to help rewrite the testing criteria for new technicians.
Wow.
That, and over at the IICRC, I'm working with them on what's called the S100 carpet cleaning standard. Even though I don't do carpet cleaning anymore, and I don't really do water damage restoration anymore, I stay current in the industry, because as I move forward in my career, a big part of my focus is going to be writing, speaking, and teaching in both of these industries.
Right.
So
love it. So we talked about technology before, with regards to how that's impacting those industries. Talk a little bit about the specific places you're seeing technology impact what you do day to day.
Wow. Well, a lot of cool stuff for air duct cleaning in particular. As far as technology, we've got robots that we can send into the ducts, and we can watch a view screen. We can guide them through. Some of them have a VR headset that go with it, so you can see what the robot sees, and we can use that for inspection. We can use it for cleaning. We can use it for coating the inside of air ducts. I mean, that kind of technology is just really cool, and it's just getting better and better. And then, of course, the advances in AI and Chat GPT and things like that. We're using that to help hone our marketing message, because a lot of times as business owners, we think, oh yeah, I'm going to tell my customers about this. And I'm like, do they even care about this, little tiny thing over here? A lot of times they're like, I don't care.
Just clean the duct.
Just clean the ducts, So it's really honing our message to what's really relevant to the customer, because we may think, oh, this was super relevant, and they don't even care.
Right. They just care about the service getting done well.
Exactly.
Yep. So are there any exciting upcoming events, activities, developments with your business, things that you want to share with people that they may not know about?
Well, I guess the biggest one is we're finally, after years of renting, we've purchased a building over in Rock Rimmon. We close it toward the end of this month on that. We'll be moving our whole operation over there. It's really exciting to, instead of investing in somebody else's real estate, I'll be investing in my own. And that's kind of, I'm looking at beyond my company. As long as I have it, I'm looking beyond that, looking at building generational wealth.
There you go.
And not just, okay, I worked a whole bunch of years, hopefully I've got something to show for it. No, we're making sure that when we turn this page, there's something even better waiting for us. So I'm really excited about owning our own commercial building.
It's huge.
Yeah.
So I know you less as a business owner and more as maybe a mentor type of person when I first met you. Talk about what you're doing in, through your business in the community, kind of to mentor other people and to help other people out.
Well, I work with other companies, and I'll get new business owners, and they're like, man, I just don't know what I'm doing. I need some help, and I'll bring them in, and I don't charge them anything. I'll bring them in, and we say, let's look at your business. Okay, let's go ahead and look at your web presence. Let's look at your Google My Business page, your social media, your SEO. Now, I used to do my own SEO for 10 years. I don't do that anymore. I pay somebody else to do it. But I know enough to look at this and say, okay, here's where you could be doing a lot of stuff to help yourself for absolutely free, not
Mm-hmm.
paying anyway. Just these things, and just to see your numbers start popping. Hey, how are you getting reviews?
Mm.
I mean, reviews have been huge. I mean, we just this last month broke 1,000
I was
reviews.
just going to ask you how many you have.
Yeah,
So
1,006.
1,000 reviews is a milestone actually on Google Business Profiles.
Yep,
So
we
most people try to get to that point and never ever get there.
yeah, we just hit there this last
Good
month,
for
and
you.
we're at 1,006 right now.
Good for you.
And then obviously not just Google, but spreading it around. Trustpilot, BBB,
Mm-hmm.
where you don't want all your eggs in one basket. You
Right.
need to spread it around. So we're kind of putting it all out there. But we look at these metrics, and if there's okay, you really need to work on your web page. Your web page is a piece of trash. I'm just telling you, it's garbage. I'm like, you built it
He's
on a
not talking to
no,
Ask Craig T.
no,
By
I'm
the way.
not talking to that. Craig. I know Craig's, but I'm like, oh, you built this on a cheap, free web building program. You're never going to get found online. You need to go to somebody who can help you and who can build you a nice WordPress site that you can build on. Start with your landing page, and then like mine's got over 100 pages on it now,
Mm.
and and you can build content, and it's super fluid, and you can do so much with WordPress. Um, so I'll refer them out, and I say, oh, you need a person to help you with this in your business, or oh, you need a banker. Here's a person. You need a CPA. You need an attorney, and
Mm-hmm.
I will give them, besides a list of things to do like homework, a list of resources in the community that they can reach out to people we know and trust, and we know they're going to take good care of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
So, a couple more questions. So, who are you partnered with outside of your business, kind of from a community standpoint? I know you do a lot of like give back stuff. What does that look like?
yeah, obviously we sponsor the Tri Lakes Cares Golf Tournament every year. They help people who are going through financial difficulty, and help them hopefully not become homeless, and help them with food and gifts for the holidays, and rent and stuff like that. We also work with oh, Fostering Hope,
Mm-hmm.
which works with kids aging out of the foster system. A lot of these young people, they have no skills, and when they turn 18, when that check stops coming in, many of them end up homeless or on the street. So Fostering Hope comes in and helps them, uh, give them a little more support as they're aging out of the foster care system. And we not only support them financially, we also hire foster kids
Oh,
in our
wow, very
company,
cool.
and we teach them. We give them a skill. So whether they're working for me or even one of my competitors, uh, they they've got some skills. They can find work, and they're not going to end up homeless. Um, there's all
Say that again.
which part?
They're gonna find work.
Yeah, they're going to be able to find work and not basically have skills, and not have to end up homeless.
That's amazing. I mean,
Yeah,
that's you say it kind of passively, but that's a really big impact.
it's huge.
Empowering someone to have a skill set, giving them a revenue stream, income to live off of,
Yep.
to keep them off the street. That's an amazing,
Yeah.
like in a real simple nut. That's really cool.
Yeah,
That's really
it
cool.
gives them a fallback because they didn't have anything to fall
Yeah.
back on. So there's that. There's also partners in housing, and we do discounted services for partners in housing, because they get young people who need to learn how to get a job, how to do a budget, how to prepare a meal plan, all these things, and we support them as well by giving them discounted services so they can get the dryer vents cleaned in all the houses that all the people in their program are living in.
Right.
And a lot of people know my wife was actually one of the early graduates
Oh, wow,
from
really?
Partners in Housing like 25 years ago. So and they taught her how to do a checkbook, how to make meals, and how to do meal plans and all that, and it was fantastic for her. So yeah, and then the other one is Inside Out Youth Services. They work with young people in the LGBT community, LGBTQ. There's a lot of letters, but anyhow, they work with these kids, give them safe places to go, because in a lot of their lives, they're like, "Hey, mom, dad, guess what? I'm gay." And for a lot of these kids, what they hear is, "Not in my house, you're not.
Right.
Get out." and now they're homeless, they're on the street, and possibly being victimized. So Inside Out Youth Services helps them with that. So we support them financially, and so they can have safe spaces to go to.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, last thing.
Yeah.
This is the exciting part. Is there anything that we haven't talked about that you want to look in the camera and let people know about your company or about what you're doing in the community, or just something special that you're excited about?
I guess besides that, we do a lot of sponsorships. We work with a Best of the West Wings Fest we just had. That was a lot of fun. So we're kind of all out in the community, and if people have needs for what we do, air duct, dryer vent cleaning, commercial, residential, we would love to serve them.
Awesome. What's the best way to get a hold of you?
Best way is to, you can call us 719-728-5111 or planetduct.com.
Awesome. And that's DUCT, not DUCK.
Yes,
because that's different.
We don't clean waterfowl. We clean air ducts.
Awesome. Well, Brandon, thanks so much for being on and taking the time to highlight your business. And we look forward to everything else that you're going to do in the community. It's amazing.
Thank you. Appreciate it.